Have you had your braids in for 4 to 5 weeks like mine and you don't want to take it down yet, but you want a sweeter wrapper? You're in for a treat. Stay tuned, guys, as I show you how to transform your braids from looking like this to something more fabulous. Hi beautiful people, it's your girl Fabulously Nappy and I'm here with another tutorial video. So getting right into it, this style is not too complicated to do, but it takes a whole lot of time and patience, and especially if you're doing it yourself, you're going to need a whole lot of patience because your arms are going to put you to the test, but you should stand firm, okay? Do not give up. So first off, I had my hair for about 4 to 5 weeks, my braids. And before doing this, I shampooed the hair, okay? So make sure you clean your scalp so that, it doesn't cause itching and all the product buildup and all that. So shampoo your hair first before you do this, okay? So I'm just going to slow this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I grab a bit of gel, apply it to the base of the hair. Use a comb if needed. Just pull all the strands together, and then you take a yarn like the Brazilian wool and you start wrapping from the base or from the roots of the hair and going downwards, as you can see me do. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Now if you still didn't get that, you just keep watching and I will show another one, or maybe you just rewind it and watch it again so that you can get it better. So you just keep repeating that, like just keep wrapping it downwards until when you've completed or you finish the piece of Brazilian wool you were wrapping with. When it's finished, you grab another piece, you place it slightly above where the other one ended, just so that there's no gap between. So you just overlap it and then you continue wrapping in the same direction as you were wrapping the previous one. And you continue wrapping downwards till when it's finished, you grab another piece, and just like that, you keep repeating the same process. So it's basically repeating the same thing over and over for every braid. So for those who are wondering, I'm using 3 to 5 strands of the Brazilian wool. So Brazilian wool comes in, it's about 10 or 15 strands put together and wrapped. So when you unravel it, when I unravel it, I cut about an arm's length, and I pick up about 3 to 5 pieces. Now when I start at the roots of the hair, I pick out 3 pieces because the size of the braid from there is it's already big enough, so I don't pick too many pieces of the Brazilian wool. But going down towards the ends it's smaller, so I add about 1 or 2 more strands of the Brazilian wool just to make it bigger towards the end. So yes, I use basically 3 to 5 pieces for every braid, and there's no specific number of times that you need to feed in the wool. You just need to keep adding it until you complete the braid, once you've completely wrapped up the braid. Now when you get down to the ends of the braid, you can either just tie it and leave it like that, like tie it firm so it doesn't unravel, and leave it like that, or you can choose to burn it as well, like just burn the ends, and then you're going to do like a finger roll or palm roll so that it's smooth, okay? So but you should be very careful when doing that because it can be hot and you don't want it burning yourself, so be careful. So I'm just checking to make sure here that it's not too tight, because when it's too tight it causes pain for my scalp. So right now I'm just showing you guys how much growth and the difference between the one which I've wrapped and the one which I haven't. You can see clearly, like the difference is just too clear. So repeating the same thing, like the same process or procedure, I take a bit of gel, apply it to the roots of my hair. I have and then I give it a good grip. Then I place the yarn or the Brazilian wool at the root of the hair. I wrap on the same spot for about 3 or 4 times. Then I start wrapping down. I'm wrapping on the roots about 3 or 4 times just to secure it. Then I wrap downwards and I keep wrapping till when the yarn is finished. I grab another piece and just continue the process. Now you see me going in and out is because I didn't have anywhere. I'm actually doing this hair in the bathroom, and I didn't have anywhere to, place the wool on, anything around to place the wool on. So I had to place it on the door handle of the room because I'm actually in the bathroom. So the handle of the bathroom is broken, so I had to use the handle of the room door. So yes, that's why you keep seeing me going in and out. So fast forward to me, I've gone about more than half, and I'm just going to show you guys how I do for the front. It's basically the same, just with a little bit and additional attention to detail. So after applying the gel onto the roots, the only additional thing I do is that I use a comb, or you can use an edge brush, to just sweep all the hair in the back to the back. Now, if you want to leave some hair in the front for, baby to, lay your edges, like baby face and all, you can do that. But I didn't want to, because at this time I was still on internship, and I didn't want to have to wake up every day in the morning and be struggling to lay my edges and then have to go to work late and stuff. So I was just trying to just do what it will be time efficient for me. So I just pulled all the hair backwards into the braid. When I had a good grip. See right there, I'm just holding it, checking to ensure that I have grabbed all the pieces or the strands of my natural hair. Then I grab 3 pieces of the Brazilian wool. But there's no specific number of pieces to use. I'm just telling you what I used. I alternated between 3 and 4 depending on the size. So you must not necessarily use 2, or you must not necessarily use 3 or 4. Just go with what works for you. So after molding all the hair into the braid, I grab my Brazilian wool and I start wrapping down. And as you can see, the hair is giving already what it's supposed to. The parts are clean, my scalp is shiny, and the hair is just generally coming together so nicely. So I was really happy that I got to do this, because I was always busy. Like, I went to work Monday to Friday. Saturdays, I typically did laundry and cleaning. And by the end of that, I was tired, so I needed to rest. And Sundays, I'd go to church, come back, and, it's Sunday, so I don't feel like doing anything. So by the time the hair was old, I didn't want to take it down. And I didn't want to have to take it down and go to the salon and sit there for my hair to be braided and all that. So, plus it's a new town I was in, and I wasn't sure how well the braiders there, cared for hair. So I'm very picky when it comes to my hair and who does my hair. So I just prefer to do this, because that way I'm also sure that I'm not putting too much tension on my hair. That's one of the reasons why I prefer to do my hair myself. I don't like putting too much tension when anyone else does my hair and puts too much tension. So I just typically do it myself, and I regulate how much tension I put on the scalp, and make sure that it's one that I can cope with. Yeah, so basically I just feel like I take better care of my hair than any other person would or has so far. So yes, at some point it was really getting dark and the power was out, so I just wrapped the hair, like started wrapping, and I would leave it halfway, just so that I can get all the roots done before it's completely dark. That way it'll be a bit easier for me to work with a torch to complete the ends, as compared to starting off right from the roots. And also that's one thing I did to help me get through. So right now I'm just showing you guys how clean the parts are for the section which I've already done. As you can see, it's clean. It's giving that zigzag going all the way down. And if you're wondering who did my braids, I did my braids myself. Yes, I did. I'm going to leave a link to that video in the top right corner. Now, I wasn't able to record the finishing and everything, but basically what I did was I finished braiding. I finished doing all of that, moisturized my scalp, and just tied the ends of the hair, and just trimmed off any hanging pieces of hair, and that was it. So this video right here is me from the next day when I went to work. I came back because I did that hair on a Sunday. So when I went to work on Monday and I came back, I was like, let me just do a quick record of how the hair turned out. So that's what I'm showing you guys right now. As you can see, it was so gorgeous, and I had this style in for another 3 weeks before I took the hair down completely and, you know, did a proper shampoo and, you know, wash day. So that's the length of the hair. It was right down to my butt. I enjoy this hair, and if you enjoyed this video, please do well to like, comment, subscribe, share. If you have any questions, you can leave them down in the description box and I will do well to answer. If you have any video recommendations, like, you know, what you'd like to see next, please do let me know as well, and I'll do well to create that content for you. Well, I do hope this year is going well for you guys, or at least it's starting off well. If it's not, remember, it's just the start of the year. Do not put too much pressure on yourself. Just always make sure to take things slow. If you're a Christian, commit everything in prayers, and, you know, just hold on tight to God. He's going to lead you through. Okay, so see this, that's me just, you know, enjoying the hair. Like, it's swinging, it's swinging, it's swinging. Some people do this hair and it's stiff, but mine isn't. Like, watch that hair go. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.